Hey guys, this is Leotrix, and today I wanted to show you guys my new sample pack for Disciple and Spice. It is Future Riddim Volume 1. We have a bunch of one-shots here and a bunch of loops. I've basically broken that up into the two folders. We'll start with the bass stabs, which there are a lot of. I think there's over 200 bass stabs that I put in here. There's bits and pieces of stuff that I had sort of like pre-existing from songs that I like, stuff that I've basically sound designed in previous tracks. But there were also a bunch of new sounds that I created for this pack. So going through, mainly all of the bass stabs are more so like, I guess some of them have a little less, more or less focus on the sub content and more on, I guess, the mid-low sort of frequency range content that's going on, the low mids. I guess what I mean by this is like a lot of them are kind of me just trying to make like very growly or very aggressive and unique kind of timbre type sound effects even at times that are, you know, tonal to some degree. I'll give you an example. So we got like, so all of these just sound like different, either, you know, like different, I try to go for like monsters, or like it sounds like a feeling. Some of these are called like Angry Squish, Alien Headspin, like this one. I've got some random names for some of these ones, like Astaf in F sharp and Artifacts D sharp. I'm just trying to pull like kind of artifacts in the high end on some of the basses, and then like, yeah, I even put in the sustain I actually used to make the bass in Bangus. So yeah, that's in there. There's just a heap of just really gnarly bass sounds, so you can keep some sort of level of aggression within your Future Riddim. I think that's pretty important, to keep some beef in there, you know what I mean? We get to the claps. So a bunch of these claps, you know, I just wanted to go for that big sort of like, you know, aggressive kind of rhythm clap that I hear, you know, in a lot of like rhythm now. And yeah, just tried to kind of like go for those big sort of reverberated claps, and that's what I've sort of got. Just big, weird, tonal, sort of metallic. Some of them are, yeah, they have a bit more of like a metal sound to them. They honestly sound like if you're just hitting like big tins or just big pans, like it's just like pang, like. Well, some of them are a bit clicky as well, like this one. I don't know. But yeah, I just tried to go for like different layers on some of these ones, like really different textures, and I think that was the important thing for having with all of these different claps. I just wanted to go for like a completely different texture with each one, so that there's still lots of room for you to experiment and basically, you know, have different sounding claps track to track, whatever you end up using clap wise. You know, there's so many different variants of, you know, claps that could sound really cool on a track. But yeah, we got the little short ones like that, and but yeah, that's some of the claps. Also got some found sounds. Most of these sounds were actually recorded when I was staying with Phase 1, Graham. Him and I, we were in Tweed, so like, you know, New South Wales somewhere. You know, we were in Oz, and yeah, there's actually a sample of us at some point. We were like mucking around with some, I think it was like a chip packet. We just like had it, you know, running across the fan. And it's just. I think towards the end there's like us laughing. But there's all kinds of like weird sounds that I found in this place, this Airbnb we were staying in. Like it just sounded like all these like really weird screechy sounds and just all these different like kind of sounds we made, just like trying different, you know, oh, what does these knives sound like, you know, you bang them, and just trying to collect any of the sounds that just kind of felt like whatever I was finding in that space. And I was just trying to experiment with that, collecting sounds from a space to kind of like bring that space into my music, and then I guess also into this pack, so that you guys can also use a bit of this space, a bit of the tweed space. We also got some effects in here, just weird alien fucking sounds, just weird stuff, just stuff that'll like warp your brain probably. Also hi-hats, just little hi-hats I've sort of laid up and sound designed. Yeah. And we got kicks. There's most of them are pretty bumpy kicks. I have a certain taste in kicks, and it's like those real like low thumpy, like just like I don't really like big sort of EDM kicks. I mean, there's an EDM kick in here. See, EDM is cool. Yeah, EDM is cool. Part 2. Yeah, sometimes an EDM kick, like with the good like high transient information, is cool and stuff, but the cooler kicks are just the ones that are just chilling at the back, and it's just low end. It's just this boom, like an 808 kick. I reckon they're the best kicks, and a lot of them try to resemble that with a little bit more texture on the transients and the body. So even some of them were even slightly convoluted to kind of give certain space to the kick, or give it kind of like an acoustic feel on some of the kicks. And then I have some pads too, so you can create pretty atmospheres in your tracks. Most of these I kind of made by like stretching out the existing synth loops I actually made for this pack. You can see the synth loops here as well in the loops. There's all kinds of stuff in here, EDM-y kind of stuff, just random melodic stuff too, like stuff you can use for like a Future Riddim drop, little leads like this, and like some real creepy stuff too, some chords, oh, weird plucky stuff. There's all kinds of synth loop stuff in here. There's like the horns and stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of like synth loops. Go and explore them. Yeah. As well, there's percussion. Again, a lot of these were also found sounds and stuff that I just like layered with like existing other sounds that I'd made. It was like it's sort of like, again, just this morphing process of taking like real acoustic sounds from wherever I was, and then also mashing that up with all the stuff that I'd been sound designing in Operator and in Ableton. I believe some of these too I actually recorded a very long time ago. Like I know for this one, Pebble Machine Gun, I actually recorded in New Zealand, like in 2016. It was like a family trip. It was ages ago. So, yeah, there's all kind, like you can see there on the date, 2017. So yeah, that was from 2017. So my bad. But yeah, it was from years ago. So yeah, I'll put that in. Again, just like tried to kind of include, I guess, kind of this like, you know, the diary of sounds, or like the collection of sounds that I've built up over my sort of time. And then yeah, bringing that also to what you guys can do now and making Future Riddim tracks with my sample pack. So yeah, cool. I also put some snares in here. A lot of these I made like an Operator. Some of these I like kind of like did like it was like an Amen snare. There's a snare from Bangus. Yeah, just a bunch of like cool snares and stuff like you can just make for like some of the heavier dubstep kind of beats, or the heavier Future Riddim stuff that you do. There's some more like trappy kind of low-key snares, like this one. Yeah. Snares. There's also synth hits in here as well. There's just a couple of them. Yeah, and they're there. We also got some voxes as well that I recorded. This is all just from stuff I've kind of like done over time, just like little hits and stuff like these are all me just like making random sounds with my voice, and I just like squash and like just distort a lot of these. But yeah, and then as well, I've got drum loops and bass loops. We'll go through the bass loops. There's like sort of just like, again, just like kind of taking like some of the bass stabs and then kind of putting them in context so that you guys can basically take these loops and then, yeah, I guess, yeah, I've made a bunch of bass loops because I wanted to contextualize the bass sounds that I'd obviously packaged with the sample pack. So see how I use them in different bass phrases for like a dubstep type or future rhythm type drop. Also got some drum loops. Yeah, I don't know, drums, they're cool. I also got a couple percussion loops as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy my sample pack. Peace.